Do you ever look down at your footwear and think, why are your shoes so boring? Do you often find yourself trying to hide your shoes from family and friends in fear of judgment and mockery? Well, fear not, loafer lovers, as the Ace in the Pack pumps are proud to bring you the latest in footwear technology. This is the 2015 Judd Trump sandal. The 2015 Judd Trump sandal is no ordinary clog. Not only is it equipped with the latest in scientific heel-to-toe technology, it's guaranteed to improve your scoring both on and, more importantly, off the table. Also, the aesthetically stimulating design aims to bring back the classic brogue of the Thorburn, strip it down, rebrand it, and throw it into the 22nd century. This, ladies and gents, is one set of wheels which would not look out of place in a Damien Hirst gallery. Rest assured, you'll not only just be turning on the style as you stroll down Comfort Avenue, you'll be turning heads as well.
I hope someone buys my Judd Trump sandal for my Christmas.
And do we have a treat for you shoppers on Cyber Monday? Buy one sandal today and we'll throw in a second absolutely free. That's right, buy one sandal, get the other one absolutely free. Judd Trump sandals are available in sizes 1, 4 and 7 while stocks last. Judd Trump not included.
Good evening and welcome to a special Cyber Monday edition of Break Off. What a day we have had here at the Barbican with some unbelievable snooker being played. Coming up on tonight's show, we'll have a quick look at the day's biggest winners and grab a word with one or two of them after their matches. But first, it was a big day for three-time UK champion John Higgins as he took on Welshman Matthew Stevens for a place in the last 16. The Scot dominated from the start, never letting Stevens back into the match for a 6-2 victory. Afterwards, the four-time world champion spoke to Rob Walker.
There's an opportunity opening up in your draw. Nigel Bond, had a great comeback against Barry Hawkins. He's currently playing against Anthony McGill, but on your day at your best, whichever of those guys you face in the next round, you've got a great chance to put a really decent run together here at York this year.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think I'm too old in the head now to think the things. I'll just get into that game the same way if I was playing anybody else, like a top player, that you've got to get in, you've got to start off well and you've got to do the things right and hopefully you can play well and come out the right side. There's no easy games. I know it's all cliche, but there's no easy games anymore against any of the players.
I tell you what, I know he has been around for a good few years now, but John Higgins still looks very good to me. What a hunk. Maybe one day he can come and show me his cue action. Anyway, sorry, where was I? Oh yes, Bristol's Judd Trump is back at the Barbican 3 years after his greatest ranking event performance. Today he was facing Scotland's youngster Fraser Patrick, and the ace in the pack was in unforgiving mood. His 6-3 win included 3 centuries in the match, taking him past the significant milestone 300 career centuries.
Would you say this is about the best you've played so far this season? I mean, obviously, we know that you beat Robbo in the Aussie Open, but other than that, is this the best you've produced so far in this campaign?
No, I've played a lot better than how I'm playing now, but the standard's so high. When you go off TV, these players are making 80s, 90s every frame, so there's something the public don't really see. But I'm playing good snooker. I'm playing maybe 60–70%, and if I can find that last 30%, then hopefully I can go far.
On paper, David Morris was the outsider in his second round match against Dave Gilbert, but after knocking out world champion Mark Selby in the first round on Saturday, much was expected of the Irishman. He duly delivered with another great showing. Gilbert was on the wrong end of a 6-2 scoreline as Morris marched into the last 16 for the second successive year here at the Barbican.
I think this match, a lot of people might have said, "Oh, he has a great chance," or he's a good chance of winning this game. Where the last time against Mark, I said just kind of have a go and see what happens. But that put more pressure on me going into this game, and I was just happy that I could win. But I actually played pretty okay, which is it's a big step for me because before I've won big games and then not performed in the next one. You come flat again, and you have to get yourself up for the game again. But I was happy this time I was able to win the game and play pretty well.
Now, just a quick word. What's the story with the beard? How long have you had the facial hair? Because beards have become a bit trendy. Is this almost like your Samson? The key to your strength is the new beard.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sure about it at first, but then it just started to grow on me a little bit, so literally. But no, I mean, I just done it for the crack, really, and it was very big a few weeks ago when he coming back from China, but I cut it back a small bit. But it's bringing me a bit of luck at the minute, so I mean, maybe it is an intimidation thing for the other guys when you see a hairy face coming at you.
Is it here to stay then?
Oh, I don't think so. A lot of people don't recognise me at home anymore, so I want to still have friends when I go back.
Well, if you asked me, David, I would say keep it. I think it looks good. However, I have always had a thing for a man with a bit of facial hair. Willie Thorne, for example. Anyway, back to business. And at the halfway stage of the competition, we thought it would be a good idea to get the thoughts of the guys behind the papers. So once again, Rob went into the press room and spoke to Neil Goulding to get the scoop.
Well, this is an opportunity to get the lowdown from the press room. Neil Goulding, a very well-known face in the world of journalism as far as snooker's concerned. Neil, one of your remits is covering the matches from the Scottish perspective. What a great day. John Higgins showing some form against Matthew Stevens, and that setting up an all-Scottish clash against the youngster Anthony McGill, who survived the marathon against Nigel Bond. Must be a lot of excitement north of the border.
Fantastic for my papers, Rob. I mean, John Higgins against McGill is a great match. Young kid, McGill, really likes Higgins from a young age, and he had boyish enthusiasm when he came into his press conference tonight, saying looking forward to playing John. He's not going to be overawed by the occasion, but he looks up to him. He said he called him an icon in his press conference. And what a great match, because McGill's the future of snooker. Higgins, respectively, will probably be around 2 or 3 more years, but what a great person to play and look up to.
A word about Judd Trump's form today. He passed the 300 centuries so far in his career. He looks really, really good. He looks as though he's right back in the groove.
I don't know, we're just talking about his dress sense or the match, but he's got a...
Probably both.
Great shoes, great shirt, but playing very well. And in the match, 3 centuries, just tells you how well he's queuing. He's been here before, 2011 UK winner. And he's oozing confidence. He said it himself, and he's not bothered about who plays. So him against potentially Mark Allen in the next round would be fantastic. They've played each other a couple of times, twice in the last 3 years. So yeah, that would be a great one for the crowd if that happened.
Hold the phone. That guy works here and used to meet me in the studio for the one day I'm working here. What a hunk. Okay, I think it's about time that I wrap things up here then, so that I can get down to the press room quickly to catch Neil before he leaves. Have a good night, and join us again tomorrow, when Rob Walker will be back in this seat. Good night.